Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Martha Koloski.
And I'm Mike Thompson. You know, some things you just can't take your eyes off of.
Well, you know, last night we told you about a live eagle cam in Decorah, Iowa that is streaming live pictures of these eagles 24 hours a day now. And any day now, the first of 3 eggs inside the eagle's nest is set to hatch.
And that has tens of thousands of people glued to their computer screens at any given moment watching the eagle family. News 8's Lou Hillman joins us now live in our studio with more on what has become a worldwide internet sensation.
Well, the Eagles could be becoming America's new favorite family. You know, today they've been averaging more than 25,000 viewers at any given moment. So we went down to Decorah to see the nest for ourselves and meet the man responsible for sharing the Eagles with the rest of the world.
80 feet up in this cottonwood tree is an impressive nest. It stretches almost 6 feet across and weighs an estimated 3,000 pounds. But beyond that, there's really not much to see from the ground. From a bird's eye view, however, well, that's a different story.
I try to stay on the eagle now because if it gets up, I want to take a look at the eggs. But sometimes I'll pan around and.
Bob Anderson and some colleagues wanted to be able to watch the eagles inside. Now they have the world watching with them.
I mean, this eagle cam touches many people in many different ways. I'm amazed.
Anderson is the director of the Raptor Research Project. The group has had a camera focused in on this eagle family for 5 years now, streaming it for the last few. But last fall, they upgraded to 2 higher quality cameras and a better live feed, now hosted on Ustream.
Because they have servers around the world, it's like watching live television and with live audio, and it doesn't cut out. And some people call it the best bird cam on the planet Earth. So
I can't quite see it from this angle.
The Osmanski family says checking in on the eagles is how they start their day. It doesn't matter that they live almost 150 miles north in Minnesota.
So we wake up, then we'll go upstairs, turn the laptop on, and then while we're eating breakfast, we'll just watch the eagles and see what they're doing.
So while visiting family in Iowa, they couldn't pass up a chance to see the eagle's nest in person.
We first were introduced, I think, two summers ago. We came with Grandma, and the babies had already left the nest, and now we found out there was new babies. The same eagles, come back to the same nest, and there's new eggs. So we've been obsessed with watching the nest for about a week now.
Anderson says the male and female eagles take turns incubating the eggs. And from time to time, you'll see them moving the eggs around the nest. The first one should hatch any day now. And Anderson wants to make sure the cameras catch it all.
It's a big deal to so many people, it really is. And so I feel a huge responsibility on my shoulders.
There's no doubt you'll get the best view of the eagles at your computer. But there's something special, too, about being able to see where they live in person.
A lot of people they'll follow it on the computer, and they've got to just come and drive and take a look at it. It has a calling to a lot of people.
Now, Anderson tells me the eagles should hatch in 3-day intervals. The plan is to put a tracking device on one of the babies so the group can study where it goes after leaving the nest. Of course, Mom and Dad expected to stay there in Decorah.
You know, a lot of people forget, too, that the mother and father take turns. They go off for a while and hunt and take turns sitting on the eggs. But how do you know the difference between the male and the female? Because when I watch this, I really can't tell.
2 things to look for. The male, the head is actually a little whiter. And then the female, if you look closely, when they zoom in there, shades of gray around the eyes.
That's the only thing to look for.
So very subtle differences, but they are there.
And I'm really curious, when these eaglets are born, how long are they going to stay in the nest before they are able to fly away?
I was told that they expect the first flight to happen around the 1st of July, some time practicing, and then they'll leave for good around September. So if you've been watching, there's still a lot of time to kind of watch the eagles grow up the next couple months. So, a lot of fun.
Yeah. A lot of good eagle watching. All right, hey, thanks a lot, Lou. Also, this site already has more than 4.5 million page views.
And a link to the Eagle Cam is on our homepage of our website, WKBT.com, and you can also find it on our WKBT Facebook page.